If you want an all-terrain tire but you hate the constant hum that can come with blocky tread, this is the lane to shop in. Highway-friendly ATs. These are not the loudest, most aggressive mud-leaning tires with a polite marketing label. They are the all-terrain options built for people who still spend most of the week on pavement, commute at highway speed, carry family, tow occasionally, and only need real trail confidence when the road turns to gravel, snow, wet grass, camp access, or a rough job site. The key is choosing tread designs that control block movement, keep the center of the tire stable, and avoid huge open voids that slap the road at speed. You still get tougher shoulders, extra siping, and more bite than a regular highway tire, but the best ones make the trade-off feel small from inside the cabin. So here are 7 ultra-quiet, highway-friendly AT tires to look at in 2026, starting with the more value-minded and crossover-friendly choices, then moving toward the most polished premium daily driver options. The Kumho Road Venture A T52 is the sleeper pick for drivers who want a modern all-terrain tire without jumping straight into premium brand pricing. It is built for pickups, SUVs, Jeeps, and 4x4s, and Kumho positions it around a useful mix of long-lasting off-road and winter performance with on-road comfort. What makes it work for this kind of list is its balanced personality. The tread is not trying to look like a rock-crawling tire first. It has a symmetric layout, dense siping, and an all-weather focus, including 3 PMSF winter certification on many fitments. That matters because a quiet highway tire still needs to feel secure when the weather gets ugly. On the road, the AT52 is best for drivers who want a softer step into all-terrain ownership. It should suit daily driven SUVs, half-ton trucks, and family 4x4s that see gravel, winter slush, cabin roads, and light work use more often than deep mud. The warranty support is also competitive, with Kumho listing 55,000 miles for P metric sizes and 50,000 miles for LT metric sizes. The trade-off is that it does not have the same premium refinement reputation as the top 2 tires here, and heavy-duty truck owners should pay close attention to load range and size. But as a quiet, practical, budget-aware AT, the Road Venture AT52 deserves a serious look. The BFGoodrich Trail-Terrain T/A is for buyers who like the BFGoodrich name, but do not actually need the road noise, weight, or off-road bias of a KO series tire. This is the more civilized sibling, adventure-ready, but clearly aimed at crossovers, SUVs, Jeeps, and trucks that spend most of their life on pavement. BFGoodrich launched this tire for drivers who want on-road focused performance with light off-pavement capability. That is exactly why it fits a quiet A/T conversation. It uses a less aggressive tread shape than a full all-terrain bruiser, and it is backed by a 60,000-mile warranty plus a satisfaction guarantee in many markets. The big appeal is confidence without overcommitting. You get the all-terrain look, severe snow capability, full-depth 3D locking sipes, and better gravel road toughness than a standard touring tire. But the road manners are the point. This is the BFG for drivers who run errands, road trip, commute, and maybe hit a forest road or snowy driveway on the weekend. It is not the tire for someone who wants maximum sidewall armor or deep mud traction. That buyer should move toward a more aggressive A/T or hybrid terrain. But for a quiet daily driver that still feels ready when pavement ends, the Trail-Terrain T/A is one of the easiest recommendations in the category. The General Grabber APT is one of the best middle ground picks for people who want all-weather confidence, mild trailability, and a calm cabin. General calls it a durable, all-season, all-terrain tire for crossovers, light trucks, and SUVs, and it carries the 3-peak mountain snowflake symbol for severe winter conditions. The quiet road part comes from the way this tire is tuned. It is not as chunky as the Grabber A/TX, and that is the whole advantage. The APT is more pavement-friendly, with an on-road focus, a durable casing, and General's Duragan technology for added strength. Tire Rack also describes counter-angled shoulder grooves that help dissipate sound from the center of the tread, which is exactly the sort of detail quiet tire shoppers should care about. This is a strong fit for drivers who live with 4 seasons, bad roads, gravel lanes, and occasional dirt access, but who still judge a tire by how it feels at 70 miles per hour. It also has buyer-friendly coverage, a 60,000-mile limited warranty, a 45-day trial, and 12-month road hazard coverage. The APT is not the flashiest tire here, and that is almost the point. It is the sensible rounded choice for someone who wants a real A/T step up without making the truck feel heavier, louder, or more tiring every day. The Firestone Destination A/T2 is a great pick for drivers who want quiet road manners with a little more traditional truck tire feel. It is built for pickups, full-size SUVs, Jeeps, and crossovers, and Firestone gives it the useful mix people actually ask for: wet road control, snow capability, light off-road traction, and a comfortable daily ride. The design is mild enough to stay civilized. Tire Rack describes the Destination A/T2 as using a high void pattern with a solid center rib, which helps maintain steady road contact. That center stability is important because a lot of tire noise comes from tread blocks moving, flexing, and hitting the road unevenly. Firestone also uses hydro grip technology with full depth grooves for wet handling and hydroplaning resistance. This tire makes sense for drivers who want an A/T that still behaves like a normal tire most of the time. It is severe snow rated, has a 55,000 mile treadwear warranty, and tends to fit a wide range of trucks and SUVs without pushing buyers into an overly aggressive look. The caution is that serious trail drivers may want more sidewall bite and tougher off-road construction. But if the phrase all-terrain means rain, snow, gravel, and camping roads, not constant crawling, the Destination A/T2 is one of the most livable options in the segment. The Yokohama Geolandar A/T4 is the newer, tougher-feeling option for drivers who still care about quiet highway behavior. Yokohama describes it as an all-terrain tire designed to give a smooth, quiet ride while adding real off-road durability, and that balance is what earns it a high spot here. Compared with older mild A/T designs, the A/T4 has a more assertive tread and sidewall presence. That gives it a stronger visual stance and more confidence for dirt, gravel, and rougher access roads. But Yokohama did not abandon daily comfort. The tire is backed by up to a 65,000 mile limited treadwear warranty on Eurometric sizes, 55,000 miles on LT metric sizes, and a 30-day trial satisfaction guarantee. This is a smart choice if you want one tire that looks ready for outdoor use, but does not punish you on a long highway drive. It is especially appealing for SUV and light truck owners who want more durability than a soft touring tire, but who still need the cabin to stay calm during commuting and road trips. The trade-off is that it is a more substantial tire than the softest entries here, so size, load range, and vehicle weight matter. Pick the right fitment, and it can be a quiet, confident, all-season AT with more backbone than the average mild tire. Continental TerrainContact A/T is one of the safest choices for drivers who want the all-terrain benefit with the least drama on pavement. Continental describes it around all-terrain capability, excellent wet braking, and a quiet ride, and the tire's whole personality is built around that pavement-first balance. This is not the tire for someone trying to make a truck look as aggressive as possible. It is the tire for the person who says, I need more capability than a highway tire, but I do not want my SUV to sound like it is wearing trail shoes. Continental's Traction Plus technology is designed to balance off-road traction and durability with wet grip and low noise. The company also points to noise blockers and optimized pattern shifting to reduce tire noise on paved surfaces. That makes it excellent for commuters, long-distance drivers, crossover owners, and truck owners who only leave pavement occasionally. The warranty story is strong too, with Continental listing up to 96,000 kilometers in Canada, which is roughly 60,000 miles, plus a 60-day trial and roadside assistance in its support package. The limitation is off-road aggression. If you need deep mud, sharp rocks, or frequent trail abuse, go tougher. But if quiet AT is the main brief, the TerrainContact AT is still one of the cleanest answers. The Bridgestone Dueler A/T Ascent is the premium pick for 2026 if your first priority is a quiet, refined all-terrain tire. Bridgestone positions it as a premium AT that combines elevated on-road comfort with rugged off-road power, and the brand gives it top internal ratings for quiet ride and ride comfort. This tire is newer than several long-running names in the category, and it feels aimed at modern truck and SUV owners who do not want the usual compromise. Bridgestone's enlightened technology is engineered to support all-season performance, longer wear life, and a quiet, comfortable ride. The Dueler A/T Ascent is also 3 PMSF, certified for winter traction, and carries a 60,000-mile limited warranty. For daily use, that combination is hard to beat. It is for the driver who wants a tire that looks appropriate on a truck or SUV, handles wet and wintry roads with confidence, and still feels polished during highway miles. It should especially appeal to people replacing original equipment tires and wanting more capability without making the vehicle feel crude. It will not be the cheapest tire in the set, and hardcore trail drivers may still want something more aggressive. But for the buyer who wants the most premium, highway-friendly AT experience, the Dueler AT Ascent is the one to start with. The easiest mistake with all-terrain tires is buying more tread than your life actually needs. A louder, heavier, more aggressive tire can look great in the parking lot, but if 90% of your miles are highway miles, that extra bite can turn into more cabin noise, more vibration, and a truck that feels less relaxed every day. For the quietest A/T experience, start with your real use. If you drive a crossover or lighter SUV, look hard at the BFGoodrich Trail-Terrain T/A General Grabber APT or Kumho Road Venture AT52. If you want a more traditional truck tire that still stays friendly on pavement, the Firestone Destination A T2 and Yokohama Geolandar A T4 make a lot of sense. And if comfort and low noise are the main reasons you are shopping carefully, the Continental TerrainContact A/T and Bridgestone Dueler A/T Ascent should be at the top of the test fit list. Also remember that size matters. Moving to a heavier LT tire, a wider size or a more aggressive load range can change the ride and noise more than the model name alone. Match the tire to your vehicle, keep rotations on schedule, and a good highway-friendly AT can give you the quiet daily drive you want with the extra confidence you bought it for.